Welcome to a new episode of In Search of Zen. We're your hosts, AJ Bate.
Jason Allen.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a side effect of the AstraZeneca vaccine.
The AstraZeneca, yeah. They don't
talk like that.
Yeah, it's like a 1 in a million chance to get blood clots and 100% chance you're a douchebag.
To just act like a douche.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you should be afraid of.
The shot
really.
comes with a free fedora. A lot of people don't know that. But
well, who would have thought that, like, well, actually, everybody really thought there's, like, the age range of, like, 50 and over are the assholes because they're not
they're
going
always the assholes.
Yeah, exactly. It's no surprise, really, if you think about it. Apparently, they have a lot of, like, vaccines that are, like, soon to be expired because not enough people are coming over and taking them. It's like, well, what? No, I just skip over them. Skip over them.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Keep it moving.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
What else don't you want? I'll take that, too.
Which one?
Whatever baby boomers don't want, I'll take it.
I'll take houses.
Your old vinyls.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true.
Fucking, what else you got
your,
for me?
well, you know, old cars.
Your daughters. Your fucking...
What about now?
They're my age, so that's normal to say. They are my age.
You'll treat them nice. You play a vinyl of theirs.
Right.
It's like
their
your dad's favorite record.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would turn them on or anything.
Do you like Steely Dan? Because your dad does. Here you go.
Well, the fucking cat is dying right now.
I know. My cat's sick.
No, it's got herpes.
It's COVID. No, it's a herpes outbreak.
Is it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a real thing. He's got cat herpes.
Oh, no, I know. That's why. So fucking stay away from me. I've been dodging that shit since 85.
You don't. It's not contagious, I don't think. I don't know. Him and I fuck all the time.
That's not good.
I feel good.
It explains the moles.
Yeah.
You just get moles.
It's just the herpes outbreak. The herpes
That's
moles.
really what it is, yeah. No, everybody's got it.
Happy
I don't know.
Ramadan.
Oh, thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan. And so.
I don't listen to hip hop. I don't understand these phrases.
Most deaf? No, it's it's Ramadan. You get to fast and you get to look frail and weak. And
you do look frail and weak.
Yeah, I do.
You don't mind me saying.
No, thank you very much. It's the look that I'm going for, really. It's the 2021 look.
Yeah, you're exhausted.
Oh, yeah, I'm just exhausted in general. Even if I'm eating, even if I'm nourished, I'm just tired.
True. You're always a little disheveled.
I'm always disheveled. I always look like I'm worried about my taxes for some reason.
It's true. Yeah, you've never paid taxes, and you're still stressed out about it.
Yeah, it's just... They owe me money.
Yeah,
I owe.
No, they really do probably owe.
You're probably
you
like,
money.
yeah. You know, it's you were talking about like how your was your back hurting or something like that? Because that's why you went in massage therapy, or no?
No, not really. I just kind of wanted one. Yeah. I don't really have any injuries necessarily.
Yeah, I didn't have any injuries either, but like I got a muscle spasm, and it's been going on for like 3 days. It's much better now. I can barely feel it, but for 3 days, it was like this knot in my back that just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I don't like. The thing is, I'd recommend you go see Mark, but I don't even think he's allowed to do what he does right now because of like
massage therapists are open.
Are they? Maybe I'm wrong. Dude, I don't know with all these fucking rules.
I'm gonna get the medical recommendation thing because my fucking asshole insurance won't.
You need a doctor for your
insurance? I called a doctor.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're gonna give me a recommendation, but that's the only way they're gonna reimburse me if I.
That's so lame. Yeah, my insurance doesn't do that. Luckily,
no, you guys. Yeah, that's why you're black. I don't know.
Because I win.
Because you win.
Sports.
All you do is win.
All I do is win. Win. No
but but my back has been hurting, and I think it's just a sign of aging. I think it's probably like it's because like when everybody says like 29, you're in luck, but once you hit 30, it's so you're saying like in 8 months my body's gonna fall apart,
which is not how it goes at all.
It's not how it goes at all. Yeah, so fucking don't don't put your old bad energy on me on my back.
Let's not kid ourselves. You're fucked. You don't
personally.
You personally. You don't have a schedule at all.
No.
You're all over the place. I'll come over some days. It's 3 PM. You're like, I just woke up. You're a mess.
Yeah. Right? Well, don't say that. My employers are listening.
He's drunk at work. He's sleeping with the boss. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
Like he shows up and tells me I'm late and has sex with me at the same time. Wow,
he's fucking crazy. He's an animal.
Just can't stop, won't stop, baby.
Fucking smoking at work.
Just can't help it.
Jerky. All this crazy shit.
Just like throw it in the air and just like swallow it. So I don't know.
But yeah, you're not exactly on a routine, which is probably can mess with your body too a little bit. Not that I'm trying to sound like a health expert.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Now, this is what really bugs me is that this fucking guy now, the last fucking 5 months, he decides to pull his life together and stop smoking and working out, and all of a sudden he sounds like I'm Mr. Schedule for the last 20 years.
Look, do you want to be a success story like me, or do you want to look disheveled like AJ Bate? Listeners, you decide.
Look at the difference
You
between
decide. You can see the difference.
You can tell.
I look 10 years younger than 29. I'm a 19-year-old boy. Look at this bum. You're 57. You're due for the AstraZeneca vaccine right now.
I should probably just show
You
up.
could just show up. They wouldn't even ID
They
you.
would
They'd be
ID
like,
no, where were you? You're
sir,
late.
your age group was fucking 3
We're
months
moved
ago.
on.
Get in here.
I'm like, okay, I guess.
I guess I'll do it.
Do you guys know this cause blood clots? Oh my god, no! It's you're right. I definitely do need to switch it around a little bit. I still have my hair though. That's going on.
Yeah. Both of us.
Going on.
Hey, for the
I
listeners.
heard. Yeah, well, I heard the people forgot about your hair for a while.
People forget because you wear a hat. They think you're hiding something.
Yeah.
I tell you one time I was at a grocery store and this guy in line was like, "What's going on up top, though?" Old black guy.
Yeah.
It's like, "What's going on up top?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "What do you mean?"
He's met
like,
a lot of truckers. He
he's like,
knows.
"You got hair up there?" I pull off my hat. I show him. I'm like, "Yeah, I got hair." He goes, "I know a guy. Where's the hat?" "No hair up top. Long hair like you." I'm like, "That's crazy, but I'm good." He's like, "All right." I'm like, this is the weirdest interaction I've ever had.
He's just going around calling out all
Dude,
white guys.
He loved it.
He is calling out white guys like, you motherfuckers got no hair on top. You can't be
What's
fucking.
going on up top, motherfucker?
Can't be fucking
I'm like,
fucking.
I'll show you.
Can't be fucking spending your whole life wearing hats and shit.
Shit. Come on, man. I'm like, all right, I'll show you.
Here you go. And he's like, yeah, good day.
Good day, sir.
And he's like, all right, that's fair enough.
He's like, all right, brother. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like,
all right.
I don't know if you can do that with a black guy who has afros on the side and has a hat on.
No. See, I don't think anybody's asking Michael Moses to take off
God,
his
no.
hats,
I don't think anybody wants to.
Nobody wants to see
Have you
that.
seen Under the Hood? Golly.
Oh, dude.
Oof. Brutal.
He still got it like that. Our
Again,
friend Michael Moses
he-
is a comic who's
Yeah.
bald.
Him and we should be getting the abacus vaccine.
The abacus vaccine. I think it's pronounced ABBA.
Good band.
Great band.
You know, I was thinking about the ABBA. I honestly was genuinely thinking. I thought
about how much you like them.
I really do enjoy ABBA, and it's just one of those things where it's like you have to have at least one song.
There's at least a couple songs.
You can.
Sure.
I think ABBA's one of the very few bands when nobody can act like they're above
everybody
them.
knows the song.
Dancing Queen, it has to be.
I used to know this lady named Fernanda.
Fernanda, please.
And then there's that song Fernando.
Oh yeah,
by
of course.
ABBA. So I'd sing it to her, but I'd make it Fernanda.
How old
It's a
were
bit
you?
of a stretch. What?
She was insulted though.
It is the 80s.
It's like, are you calling me a man?
No, not at all. She loved it. She loved the attention.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you rub her belly
Oh,
afterwards?
she was my super in my building, and I'd just come in sometimes and I'd sing it to her. If
He's
I
like,
saw her in the hallway, she'd laugh.
He's like, don't bother with this month's rent.
That's right. That's on me. Let's fuck. I'm like, nice, Fernanda.
I'll do anything.
Yeah.
No problem.
And then I'd play that song when we did it.
What is the limit on who you'd fuck if you get to not pay your
Oh,
rent?
for free rent? Buddy, I'd fuck you. What are you talking about?
Don't worry,
Free
I'm not
rent.
offering free.
Oh. Quit looking at me.
Now I'll know where your line is. I
don't know. I don't know what my
I don't think.
line is.
Yeah, I think I would scare myself if I were to put in the position. Because honest God's truth,
You might
I'll
just,
fuck anybody.
Yeah, you might just cross a few lines you didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
You were gonna.
I'll do it.
That's the problem, right?
Bring in the lube and just start with your right fist.
Or if you were living with a lady,
Okay.
what would you let happen to you guys? If you had a landlord who was into voyeurism or something.
Oh,
like
watch?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be that bad.
For you fucking perv, but you got to think about how do you swing it
With her,
if she's
the
a
person that
yeah,
I'm having sex-
yeah.
Well, better get on the program,
or pay the rent.
or it's Homelessville for you.
Yeah, for Homelessville, which is actually just anywhere outside.
Yeah, really.
'Cause you're homeless.
It's not even a country.
No,
it's just anywhere.
just out of
Anywhere
the
that's
house
not 4 walls is Homelessville.
is Homelessville.
It's probably the biggest country in the world.
It's true. The most populated. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely. If somebody's not on the program, well, then they're
You just
really,
move on. You get somebody
Yeah.
else who's down with the program.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Why
fair.
not? I don't want to. I know I can pay rent, but if I don't have to, why not?
Yeah.
And then I'll become a real comedian.
I know someone. I'm not gonna say who. 'Cause,
Please
their
do.
Family might listen.
Family.
I don't know.
Not even them. The family.
Their family.
You
might
don't. You're
listen
not
to
really
this
concerned
podcast.
about them, really.
And then they're always like, "I'd be a sugar baby. I'd be a sugar baby," and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, but you got to do stuff.
Yeah.
You got to do sugar baby.
You
Do
don't-
sugar baby duties." And she's like, "No, all I would do is a good morning text." I'm like, Nobody's paying for that.
What?
Nobody's paying for that.
How
I'm like,
good are your good morning texts?
yeah,
that
you gotta do way more than that. You gotta fucking bring it.
That's I think after the things that you're gonna do, you're not gonna want to text good morning or anything really, because you're so ashamed of the things that you've done.
You gotta do real stuff.
Oh yeah.
Real stuff.
You know, good morning is not gonna cut it.
Dirty baby stuff.
You're not gonna be a sugar baby.
You're gonna be a dirty baby. Or you're not gonna be anybody's baby.
Well, you're not gonna be a baby. Your childhood is gonna definitely be robbed. You're a dirty adult.
You are a dirty adult. Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, I would just find
Well,
a
thank
sugar.
you so
I'm
much.
Like,
That's so nice of her.
I'm like, nobody.
She's so
nobody's
generous.
seeking that out.
I love how like,
She's
people.
like, I'll
think-
get that. I'm like, no, you
No,
won't.
how? Like, okay, you know what? This bugs me a lot because a lot of people think that way, and not necessarily even about this, but just by anything. But they think that they're like, oh, I'll just do this, and people will be happy with it. Like, no, of course not. If I'm not
No,
gonna,
'cause there's always people that will go way further
of course,
than that.
I'm
That's what
there.
you-
I'll
yeah.
be. She's gonna
I'm-
say good
yeah,
morning.
I'm
I'm
the-
gonna be there and gonna be like,
I'm the
"Aw,
dirty sugar
of
baby. who will
course,
fucking
I'll fucking
make it so good morning texts don't fly.
I'll wax my asshole and just get into it, baby.
Yeah,
Sugar baby.
I'm a dirty baby.
Of course. Wah, wah, wah. With a lot of sass. Yeah, no, I don't think the good morning thing. I'm sorry, no offense to your friend.
No,
but,
no, it's ridiculous, right?
yeah, it's imbecilic to think that way.
It's imbecilic.
It's pissing me off.
I wish I had thought of that
She's
when she
ma-
was talking to me about
She's
it.
making me say
Like,
big words.
frankly, my dear, you're coming across as a little imbecilic.
Yes, she is.
If you ask me,
I have hair. You take off
I
your.
just go look. There's hair up top. I guess I'm gonna put this.
A black
back
man
on
asked
now.
me earlier.
Yes. Yeah, I know a black man. I'm not imbecilic
Yeah,
like
he
you.
gets down to the tough
I just-
issue. He gets
And
down
and
to it.
he asks the hard questions.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Really.
black friend.
It really is. It's like black people. They're the ones that are always asking the rough questions.
Keeping
If
it
you,
real. That's where that saying comes from.
Keeping it
That's
real.
why they say that.
You ever see that Dave Chappelle sketch when keeping it real
Keeping
goes
it real
too far?
Too far. That's one of those cases.
You got to keep it real. No, it's definitely. If you want to know anything about anybody, just put in front of them a sassy black woman, and she'll get.
Yeah. Or even a black guy.
It's true.
They'll ask you the questions.
Well, whoever's
too.
around, really.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
Not at all.
Whatever black is available.
Holmesville, baby. No, it's yeah. Well, the vaccine is coming out, folks. Well, is it out? I don't know. Well, the restrictions are fun. We'll talk about that. You know,
Yeah, we can get into that.
Dougie Licious here, who I'm a huge fan
Oh,
of.
our favorite premier,
Oh my God, he's my favorite Doug.
Sugar Daddy,
He is.
Doug Ford.
He's not even a sugar daddy. He's a pimp
No,
at this
he
point.
doesn't give us any money.
No, he takes it.
He doesn't want any money. He doesn't want any money going to us. And
No.
that's the reason a lot of people think like, well, what were all these half measures with COVID? The only reason he ever did that, where he'd be like, yeah, you can keep your business open, 10 your business, and then also release radio ads being like, don't go
Yeah.
shopping or go outside, is so that way he didn't have to give your business any kind of like support or funding.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
That's the only reason he did stuff like that. He's a cheap fuck. He wants your business to close, right? He doesn't care. You know what I mean?
I think that's really what it is. He does not care whether businesses are open or not. He only cares about like the Amazon warehouses moving along and the big box retail stores.
Sure,
keep
yeah,
going.
yeah.
That's
Big
all he
business.
really cares about, honestly. Yeah, no, it's you know, how about offer paid sick days for people that are working? In
He
this
doesn't
place?
care about working
No, we're not
going
gonna
to
do
At
that.
all. No.
But he's also, I think, the one thing that I think everybody, whether they're in support of COVID or not COVID or whatever it is, and even Nazis, I think, agree with this, with the whole like asking cops to pull over and ask you.
Oh, hilarious.
Which, for those who don't know, which I don't know, unless you've been under a rock, I don't know. Everybody knows this, but every police station pretty much said that we're not going to do that.
We're not. Yeah. Well, it's pretty much like it's this simple. That the police are going, oh, we're not going against the Charter of Rights.
Yes.
We can't do that.
No.
And also, like, let's be honest. Like, the police don't exactly have a great rapport with the public in general. So from the police perspective, they're thinking like, we don't need to make our lives fucking worse.
No.
Make things even more difficult.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you want me to hit her and force her to get an abortion. Like, I'm not gonna do that. It's just too much.
What a lovely analogy. Thank you.
I was gonna say it was really dark. It was unnecessarily too
charming.
much. It was
Good
unnecessary.
God.
It's imbecilic.
Are you okay?
I am not. I've been asking for help for
true.
I don't know what else to do.
Your whole look is.
I'm not okay.
Help.
I don't know what else to say.
All right. Well, let's take it easy on the ladies.
No, we love the ladies.
We do love the ladies.
We do love the ladies. We support them. Kamala Harris, 2024.
Which one's that? Yeah, okay. Sure.
Bring Kathleen Wynne
back?
Yeah.
You think?
Just bring her.
Just bring her.
Just
bring her along
over
for
here.
the ride.
We'll take care of her.
When you're in. Again. Yeah. Free flannel for everybody. Kathleen Wynne.
It's just like you have a banner and they told you to fill it up and you're like, Wynne, back
in.
Keep
again.
Keep it going, baby.
Here we go. Flannels for everyone.
One more time.
That's the whole banner.
Let's run it again.
We're like, what?
Oh, no, this is too long of a banner. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think the police are the first thing we're like, no, we're already on shaky grounds as it is.
Yeah, we can't.
We're not going to make things worse, so we're not going to do that. And then what the funny thing was is that the like House of Representatives then like released a statement saying that, oh, by the way, we don't want cops to do that. After pretty much every police department in every state was like,
we're not playing ball anyways, and there was protests.
Yeah,
but what did you expect?
I don't know.
There's going to be backlash.
I don't know. At this point, it's really just on purpose. It's like really, it feels like they're just not doing their job on purpose. Let's try to piss off as many people as possible.
It's starting to feel like, what can we get away with?
Yes, that's really what it is.
And then people's opinions are changing in an almost dangerous way, because I'll see people posting stuff like, well, how about we find the people that are protesting instead of finding people that are taking their kids to the park? And it's like, look, you can't do either.
No.
You can't. It's just too slippery of a slope.
It is.
You can't. I get that you, like.
Yes, I agree.
I get that.
No,
Some
I
of
agree.
the protests, it seems ridiculous. It seems like, who are these babies that are holding signs that are like, I want a haircut?
It's childish
and it
and
does
very
seem childish and stupid. You can't find them.
No,
you can't.
If you stop those people from
People
protesting,
have the right to
then
protest.
you're no different than countries that don't have rights and are oppressed. It's like a really slippery slope to go down that road.
Because it's like, if you shut down that protest, what's going to stop people from saying like, well, next time there's
it's gonna be
Black Lives Matter protest,
it's gonna be divisive.
You know what I mean? It's just going to be way too divisive.
Yeah,
it sucks. And I'm sure that there was some spread from some of the protests.
Of course, yeah,
that happened.
absolutely, yeah.
But you kind of have to let it happen.
Well, it's the same like when you watch any like Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where, when he finally catches the bad guy, and he holds the gun and goes, "You silly Americans with your rules, you can never kill me, ha ha ha," and they rely on that.
Right.
Because and that's, I know, obviously these movies, a lot of them suck, but it is true, though, that's on the essence of it, that there are rules where if you do want to fine all those people so they don't go out and protest, but like you said, that's just going to create a ripple effect that's going to really be damaging to everything, and it's just going to divide people even more. So there are certain times with absolute, with freedom does come with consequences.
Yes,
and
absolutely. And
it's just, you're treading on very dangerous territories here, and it's going to be very hard. And like, a majority of people, obviously, there's only there were not a lot of people that went out to protest. So
yeah, it wasn't crazy.
It wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like the general public feels that way. However, though, I think that everybody now, whether you believe in COVID and you've had somebody that that was affected by it, I think all of us can now agree that what's happening right now is absolute and utter bullshit. Like, it's not. The government is not doing its job right now.
Yeah, they're clearly failing us. I don't know how anybody could
defend this.
Can argue any different at this point. We literally have a premier who was willing to go against our Charter of Rights.
Yeah, it was absolutely.
And regardless if you're an anti-masker or you're all about the mask and safety and social distancing, we can. I hope.
Yeah.
We can all agree. I
think everybody does.
Absurd. It's a violation, and we can't allow stuff like that to happen.
No, and that's why they opened. Another reason why they opened playgrounds again now, because they were.
You have to let your citizens exercise.
No,
also here's the other thing. Is that okay? You're gonna shut down all parks. We're not allowed to go to parks. We all get a tax discount.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
yeah.
Tax money goes to parks and it
goes to everything. It
goes to everything. So it's like, are you going to give us money back?
Well, yeah, because I'm not using all the services.
I don't get to access it. I don't even get to. I don't even if I wanted to, I can't.
I think that also another thing too. They're saying that right this year you don't have to renew your sticker, but next year you have to pay for both years. I say everybody should be exempt from this year in Ontario.
Oh, they should. There's so many things that you shouldn't be paying for this year.
Yeah.
For one, it's like we're all stressed out because all it is in the news for the last year has been it's a deadly virus. You could fucking die.
Yeah.
Your mom's gonna die. Your dad. Everybody's dying.
People you don't care about. Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah. People you want nothing to do with their dying. There's all these dangers. There's all these things going on, but also pay your fucking rent.
Yeah.
Mortgages due, phone bill,
all of that stuff.
Boom, boom, boom. So you still have all of life's bullshit.
But none of the entertainment or the relief.
But no relief, no release at all.
No.
And again, and you're working, there's no paid sick days, there's no affordable housing anywhere. We're all getting fucked over.
Yeah, you were lucky you got in there before.
We got in so lucky, and I'm also very fortunate that for what my wife does for a living. Because honestly, but even on CRB, our combined incomes if we both were collecting CRB,
it would be way down.
We'd be just scraping by.
Barely.
We'd be maybe keeping our heads above water with a house, 2 vehicles.
Yeah.
There's fucking property tax on all this shit. None of that went away.
No.
We didn't get any breaks.
Yeah, so
man.
you're definitely
breaks.
definitely lucky that you were able to, she's able to work.
Very lucky that she was able to work, and then also I had some money coming in from Sound Exchange, but it's not everybody has that.
No, not everybody.
Nobody's in that world.
No.
And not everybody should have to be. You know what I mean?
It's true. That's true. Yeah.
Not everybody can be a frontline worker or have a successful comedy album. They're not, you know what I mean?
No, not everybody.
Everybody's a power couple like my wife and I. Some people don't like to win. But it doesn't mean we let them die or suffer.
What would your Bradgelina name be?
Oh, it's JD.
Oh,
everybody
shit.
knows that.
Everybody knows that. I'm sorry, JD. Yeah.
JD, baby.
Yeah, you
They love us.
Really.
The tablets are all over it all the time.
Yeah, but you're right. The power couple that you and your wife are is very hard to come by. There's
You're not
not
gonna get that with everybody.
No,
I see a lot of losers dating each other.
Yeah, they should stop doing that.
Water finds its own level. If you're a bum, you'll find a bum.
Birds of a feather.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like,
and I won't say more because I don't know how it's gonna go.
It's birds of a feather flock together. I think.
Yeah. Well, I used to say birds of a feather alike. And that's that.
Of course you did. You butchered
and
everything.
Nobody really appreciated me saying that with confidence because I would just bully people to agreeing with me. That's the say.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's like my dad used to say, better dead than red.
It's actually a very racist term.
What is?
Birds of a feather.
Why?
Because what they're saying, I believe, is
conspiracy
that
theory time.
No, I believe what they're saying is like, don't date our women, you black guys, or like, it's like interracial.
Well, you could say that about
relationships.
anything, really.
I think that's what it comes from. It's because it's an old saying.
Well, I mean, from where I come from, which is a lot more progressive than you guys are.
No, I disagree.
We say that about like rascals, like or
Troublemakers.
Troublemakers.
Okay.
That like when you see that don't be friends with this guy. This guy can only be friends with people like him. Black people. It's like, no, I thought it was rascals.
I thought it was rascals. You said black
God
people.
damn it.
Are there black people in Libya?
A lot.
Yeah.
Way too.
It is a North African country.
No, exactly. It's
so.
it's literally weird.
I know my stuff. I'm a pretty cultured guy.
You are
Thank
pretty.
You.
You're right.
Thank you.
Can't wait for you to pull out the
Thank
queso. No, it's it's literally their land. We're the white people version of
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
And
how would I fit in?
Not good.
Not good?
No, actually, no.
People wouldn't like it?
No, actually the opposite. Because I'll tell you what. I remember there was a year in university where this girl that I was friends with, she lived, her and like 3 other girls that were in the same semester as me, they like lived nearby in the same neighborhood.
Right.
And in their area, they had like the Italian consulate.
Okay.
And it was like a fancy neighborhood, right? So all these girls lived in like big houses, so their windows would be like open directly onto the consulate.
Right.
And they would just see, in their eyes, obviously, they would see these Italian guys that were working there and like, oh my God, they're so hot. The blonde hair and like, just they could be, schleps, right?
But sure.
But just
but
because
it just
they're
look different.
because they're white and
Yeah.
blonde and like colored eyes, so to them that's like, oh my God. And we do
It's
have
special.
a lot of Libyan guys who also have like blonde hair and blue eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I could just be like, I'm Libyan.
And those guys are like obviously killing it, right? And like, oh my God,
Because they're rare.
because they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that you would do great, is what I'm saying.
But they don't have light skin. Like, they're not like white.
No, white, pink.
Really?
Yeah. We have
Like
a lot.
me.
We have a lot of pink people. A lot of my cousins on my dad's side,
Or lighter.
completely pink.
So, yeah. So it's not rare to have like white looking people anyways.
But it's not the mainstream skin color back
No,
home.
of course.
This like dark.
Yours or
me and darker, yeah.
darker.
That's like everybody above is better.
For those who only listen to the audio, AJ's a smooth caramel.
Yeah, I am caramel. Yeah.
He's a caramel boy.
Yeah.
And it gets darker from there.
You're
in
bubble
Libya.
gum.
And I don't know what I am. I'm cocaine, baby.
You're bubblegum.
I'm white and fast.
Exactly. They call White Thunder.
Yeah, they do.
'Cause
In Libya,
You don't see him coming clapping.
where I live.
No, exactly. So yeah, I think you would do.
I'd be okay?
You would do great. Yeah.
Okay.
You would do great. Yeah.
Nice. I don't even mean with the ladies. I just mean I want to get along with people.
No,
You
that's
know
not what
I
you
mean?
meant. No, that's not what
No,
you mean.
I just want to make
No,
friends.
that's not what you mean.
I'm just here for the fellowship. That's
Yeah.
what I say. I go to Libya. Who wants to
You
start
just
a
walk into
conversation.
you just walk into the room, look around. Good fellas.
Hey, a lot of fellas in here. I like it. Anyways, stay classy. I'll see you at the meal tonight. Happy Ramadan, everybody.
Yeah,
The meal.
I have
just
like
call it the meal.
I have like an idea, and not just in your head, but people that are like don't know a lot about our culture is like they think like as soon as the clock like hits the time of everybody just comes in one room and
the whole town of Libya.
they just
gather.
they have like a rabbit in the middle that they just keep feasting on.
Yeah, you guys love rabbit, don't you?
No, I've never had rabbit.
I remember I used to have a joke
Mm-hmm.
about fish is the only pet that you can own and also eat, and how messed up that is.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, rabbit.
Yeah.
And you're like, and that's super common, but you don't even do it.
No. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I just haven't had the chance to eat it.
So it's not that common.
Well, I mean, but it's not. But it's also it's like not rare either. It's very common. It's just not as common to the point where like lamb or or cow or
But it's pretty common.
camel.
It's pretty common.
But
in
yeah, like
Libya.
if you were to say, "Hey, can I eat? Is there a way where I can eat rabbit?" Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, what did you get this?"
It's not a delicacy. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we can find it. It's not
But
painted-
you've never had it.
I've personally never had it, but I know a lot of people that have had it, and
Right.
a lot of them say it's like really not all that.
It's probably gamey. It's
Yeah.
probably like
they're
almost too
saying it's
fatty or-
not really that special. Like it's not like crazy, but it's good. A lot of people are saying it's
Sure.
good. Yeah.
Have you had camel?
Yes.
Is camel good?
Yeah, camel it's good, but it's cholesterol up the wazoo. Like
Oh, really fatty?
super fatty. Because it's so weird. There's like
Girl, when a girl's got humps, they're fatty.
they're
Let
fatty.
me tell
I
you
love my
something.
girls with humps.
I love humps.
They remind me back home, and I just get to pet them. And they spit in my
I
face.
ride them a bit. They spit on you. It's so hot.
There's a thing throughout my time living in Libya, like every once in a while you hear, "Oh, so and so died." How did they die? They died in their sleep. It was their time, and you're supposed to accept that. Like that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But what it is? It's just a bunch of old guys that are not supposed to be eating camel. And they're chowing down on camel that's
they're-
high on cholesterol. And then
dying
one day
young 'cause of- right.
the heart can't take it anymore. The heart
Right.
wants what it wants.
Camel.
Camel.
Yeah.
And the thing is about camel, it is a little bit hard, but it's really delicious.
But it is good.
It's really good,
Yeah.
but it's really not healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever seen how they butcher a camel?
No.
It's it's like a horror scene.
I bet. It's
It's
horrible.
like really horrible. Like I've seen sheep getting slaughtered and it's like whatever. It's not that bad, but like camel is like
Where are you watching this stuff?
you get to see in front of you.
They just do it like out in the open to let
No,
like the other animals know not to
Okay,
fuck
I'm
around.
not gonna.
or
I shouldn't be confessing this, but we have a celebration that comes around once a year. We used to do this back home where
okay.
every family would buy a sheep and they would slaughter them themselves as like, it's like a Thanksgiving kind of
Got
thing.
you. I just
And
want to
I
know
have-
for like
and I've done
when
it. I've done it.
Yeah, when I go to Libya
Yes, sir.
to finally meet my people.
Yes.
And just like say hi to
I would be
everybody.
really shocked and a little bit upset that if you're Libyan.
Huh?
I would be a little bit upset if you were Libyan.
If I was Libyan?
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Because you're encroaching on my thing now. It's like
Oh, I see. No. I don't think I'm Libyan. I just think that they'll
you would fit
accept
in.
me as
yeah,
their own.
yeah.
So I'll come there. I'll go, happy Ramadan, motherfuckers.
I would leave that part out, but go ahead.
Let's go kill a camel.
They would tell you not yet.
They go,
You
"It's
came
not-
at the wrong time of year.
You're rushing it.
You're
Okay,
very
I'm
much
like
rushing
a little
it.
overzealous.
Also, camel is very expensive. Let's start with sheep.
Okay. So I gotta slow down a little. I'm
Very
getting too
much.
excited.
Yeah, I gotta really tone
really
it down.
do it. Like, okay, tone down.
Mm-hmm.
Sheep.
Yes.
So a camel slaughter is not something that usually happens on Ramadan.
No,
Or in general.
nor does sheep slaughtering happen on Ramadan.
Oh, this is
when I'm
just a
talking
special
about this
thing
is a
that-
special day that happens another part of the year in another.
Oh, it's
Time
not
of
part
year.
of Ramadan.
It's not part of Ramadan. No.
What's it part of? What's it called?
It's called Eid, but we have two Eids. The one that comes after Ramadan, and the one that comes 3 months after that Eid.
Okay.
So the one that comes after the second Eid, that's the one that where we do the slaughtering in. It sounds slaughtering like it's like really bad, but what we really do is we just we just cut the throat of poor animals.
Yeah, that's
And
slaughtering.
And then
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we
Just wanna
got
make
it.
sure.
We got
But
it.
we eat them. We eat everything. Like we eat everything.
Yeah.
We-
Even
nothing
the
goes to
teeth
waste.
and the eyes and
We actually do eat the head.
you eat the head.
Yeah.
You cook it.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then what? Okay, what would you so like everything but like teeth and hooves, pretty much?
Teeth and the hooves and obviously the wool. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but you can still use the wool. For
Yeah,
other
but
things.
there's also
Yeah.
part of the there's also like some parts of the insides. Like for example, like you wouldn't eat the lungs. No, sorry, no. You would eat you wouldn't eat the esophagus.
Sure, that would just be probably dirty.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
unhealthy.
You wouldn't eat the. There's this. I don't know what the term of it, but it's like the yellow sac that's above the liver.
Okay.
You take that out because that's very bitter and it's like not sanitary. So you would
Got you.
you
Okay.
would take that out. So like a few bits is here
But
and there.
generally,
Generally, you eat
you're
the
not
stomach.
wasting.
We eat
Got
the
you.
stomach.
Okay.
We clean up the stomach. We take out the balls. We don't eat those. But for the most part, yeah.
You sell those to Fear Factor or like however that works.
Joe Rogan shows
Joe
up.
Rogan shows
Joe
up
Rogan, like,
and he takes all your sheep balls.
he's
and
like,
he
you
flies
guys,
back
if you
to
cook the elk, I'm like, shut up. We already did the sheep.
he just
That's
trades
like-
you for a pile of kettlebells.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
flies back to the
The
States.
babies are just fucking lifting that. But I've slaughtered sheep myself.
Yourself.
Yes, I've done
It's
that.
like as a young boy.
Actually, yeah. Well, I think for my first time doing it, I was 18. I did it for like 3 years. And then
Okay.
I obviously came here, but yeah, I did that for like three or 4 years in a row.
Is it considered tradition or anything, or was it just something that you wanted to try?
No, don't make it sound like a psychopath. It was tradition. It was part
It
of the celebration of the
It's
festival.
like
I
you're
wasn't like, I have all this pent up energy.
I don't know.
I did feel much calmer after I did it, so I would just stare.
after the blood hit you in the face.
I would just stare in the puddle of blood and see my reflection. I'm like, I feel like I feel something now.
He was fully erect.
Yeah,
A
pretty much.
smile came across his face.
It's like, guys, I have to go.
His eat is complete.
Finally feel better.
Yeah, so is that kind of like you did it when you were 18? Is that like a thing kind of like passing the torch like into manhood or something? Is that part of like is that what it's considered?
Yeah,
there?
well, to explain to people real quick, like we obviously like for the majority of the celebration, we celebrate with my dad's side of the family, right? And then we go
Right.
visit my mom's side, whatever time. But
those rascals.
yeah, those are those are troublemakers. But we celebrate with my dad's family, and we have 8 uncles, and,
Right.
and my grandfather.
Each one's stronger than the last.
Yeah, they just keep getting stronger and stronger.
Your uncle.
Yeah, the oldest one is like he
He's unbeatable.
can't.
You can't
can't.
touch him.
So we have like nine sheep pretty much
Right.
that we have to go through. And so my grandfather taught the oldest uncle how to like even chop up the lamb itself and
Right.
butcher it because nobody else knew how to do that. But he also taught my dad. So
Okay.
there was like 3 of them that were in charge of like chopping all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad also taught me.
But I guess he wanted to show you.
But it was
that as well.
yeah, well, it's also
Yeah.
like a lot 9, and my older uncle was getting older. My grandfather passed away, so there was a lot that he couldn't do on his own.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he was
The
like,
new guys have to kind of step in.
yeah,
And help
pretty
out.
much. So
Right,
I
yeah.
was like helping. I was taking charge more with that stuff,
Sure.
which was a lot of. I loved it. It was so much fun,
Sure, yeah, you're
It's
helping.
so
out, you
much
feel
fun.
like you're part of something,
and you're also learning how to butcher.
and you're learning something
learning
that
how
is
to-
like a skill.
It is absolutely a skill.
Yeah.
You learn how to butcher the lamb properly, how to take it apart. It's really helpful,
Yeah, for sure.
You learn your knife skills, which really comes in help, obviously.
Well, especially in Libya, because it was shortly after you joined the revolution.
Exactly, and
used
they were
those
like,
knife
"What are your
skills
credentials?" In
Yeah.
like 3 years of
of
just
knife skills.
lustful blood killing, thirst.
And then he used that same bloodlust on Muammar Gaddafi,
And look where we are now.
and the people are now free. Happy.
Did you know they
Ramadan,
assassinated
everybody.
the guy that actually killed him?
Really? So
Yeah.
he got in trouble for doing it?
Well, I mean, not trouble, but like the
Well,
people that
he
were
got
part
murdered.
of. Well, people. It's not like they were like naughty. They were like, oh, this guy that assassinated our leader, we're gonna assassinate him.
Right, because the country, I'm sure, was very divided on
Yes,
the whole
pretty
thing.
much, yeah.
Gotcha.
So they haven't caught me yet, so we're good.
No, that's why you're here, hiding out, baby boy. You can't get him now, can you, Libya?
No. Doug Ford is fucking gonna get me before they do.
Yeah, you motherfuckers. He's free. He's out.
He's killing me mentally. Who would have thought?
That's
but-
interesting, though. That stuff, to like
Yeah.
learn that and be part of that.
I'm always hesitant to say these things because you know how it is here.
Well, some people, yeah, they would think of it as like cruel or something like that. But if it's something about somebody's culture, I think you kind of just gotta shut your mouth and just be like, that is their culture, and respect it a little bit.
But it's also not really done in a cruel way, and I'll tell you this. Like I said, we slaughter them one by one. And what we do is when we take one and we were about to slaughter them, the others are tucked away so they don't actually see what's happening.
Right.
So they don't really.
So it's not like some like killing factory, which we
No,
all like our
yeah.
factory farming.
No, we
and all
don't
the
do
abuse
that, no.
happens there.
And the way we do it is, we kind of like just, make sure that we grab the throat itself properly, and with a very sharp knife. Like you have to make
it's
sure.
quick. Yeah,
You
it's
have
very
to make
quick.
sure the sharp.
Yeah.
And the way you do it is you do it in one swing. You don't go like that.
No.
You have to go like in one swing. What you do is
Quick.
you cut the arteries on these sides here, on the sides of the throat. What that does, that just instantly, like, just lets the blood come out. Because that's the important. The reason why halal food is halal is because the blood comes out of the body.
I see. Okay.
Because you don't want any blood to still be in there, because that would contaminate.
Right, so it's it's the way it's cut and the way the blood is released from
and
the
that's
animal.
really that's what makes it halal, is that the blood comes out of the
Gotcha.
body. You don't
Okay.
stab it or gut it anywhere or knock it
No.
hit it on the head. Like Mr.
Before
like
I do it,
Well, how do
I
you
would
do
do
it?
it. I would
How do you
just
do
like I'd pull it back like you said, you
Yeah.
know, and then just before I was about to make the cut, I'd be like, I never loved you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
like
you
that.
make the cut.
And then the sheep looking go,
and then boom. Oh, double cross.
I think that
baby.
would be really fucking brutal.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, that's horrible. It's a nightmare.
To hear that?
Poor
from
sheep.
me? Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
That'd be hilarious.
It's the last thing they hear before they fucking leave this
They
world.
don't understand what I'm saying.
Well, it
It'd
says
just be
you.
a
You're
funny
heartless.
gag, I guess. Yeah. I am. I'm a cruel man.
I know. I lay down in bed with it the night before. I'm like, we'll remember this forever.
And I got it. Yeah, I made it fall in love with me. And then the night the day.
And then I'm like, I'm sorry to do this.
I
And she's
go,
like,
I go, I've never loved you. Then I make the cut.
sorry, it was either you or me. Like my uncle's behind me on the knife on my.
It was either you or me.
It's like
you
a-
double crossed the sheep. You sold it out.
It's like a fucked up Tarantino movie.
That's hilarious.
And then after I slaughter it, then
Eat. And then it comes down in bloody letters.
yellow letters like that.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. Like, oh my god, it's horrible.
But yeah, you're going to see your family tonight and you've been seeing them, I guess, through Ramadan.
Yeah, we've been seeing them because I still have the same address as theirs, so legally I am allowed to be there.
Oh yeah, you guys still live together. We all know that.
Just making sure.
We all know that. Doug Ford, I know you're listening.
Exactly. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Actually, no.
Slam
no,
dunk.
not to Doug. Don't say that.
No,
to him.
no.
Don't live long or prosper.
Oh, fuck
You
him,
fat
man.
fuck.
Fuck him. Fuck
Go
him.
push fast food on your citizens again while you give them no way of exercise.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, right? Where it's like, don't go to like maybe like food markets where you can get like fucking vegetables and shit like that.
No, go to
No,
Tim's.
go to
get
McDonald's.
The egg or go
Yeah,
to McDonald's
exactly.
where there's a fucking 40-person lineup. But God forbid you know,
Eat something like strawberries or shit like
or
that.
throw a ball in a park. I guess you can now, but only because citizens spoke up
Yeah.
and police spoke up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No thanks to Doug Ford and his genius team.
Yeah, just really like a crack team he's got over
Oh,
there. Really,
brilliant. Just a bunch of fucking great minds feeding off one another.
it's a bunch of dullards.
I'll say this though, Fatty.
Tell me.
So I know your week's been busy with family stuff, and that's great and everything like that.
But
No, not a but. I don't know, but I hate them. No, like, what do you think I'm gonna?
I don't-
But
I don't-
get rid of it. But them or me.
yeah,
It's them or
I
me.
was gonna say.
Like, what do you?
It's like, it's good that you're spending time with your family and all that,
I
but this
know.
shenanigan has to
Yeah.
stop right now.
You have to decide. Them or is it
The
me?
podcast or the-
Yeah, you'd pick the podcast. I know you'd. Pick
Of
the
course,
podcast. Yeah,
of course.
You're a good guy.
Yes.
No, I got work, not through comedy.
Dude, I swear, God, I thought you were gonna say like Katie's pregnant or something like that. I
Oh,
was
no,
like,
no,
Good
no.
God,
No, that would not be.
that's a mistake.
The world is ending. We can't have that right now.
No, not at all.
No, we'll enjoy that
Very
miracle
responsible.
if things get back to normal.
Very responsible. All right, so you got work, you said, right?
Yeah, so it's like background
Oh,
work. So it's not like huge or anything like that, but it is like a specific casting. Like they need guys who look this specific way. So it's like a biker type thing.
healthy.
Healthy.
Good looking,
fucking muscular biker boys.
Could have been lead man, but chose to be humble and take a back
I
seat.
guess I'll take a back seat. Probably gonna meet Elliot Page. You know what I mean? Because it's for the show Umbrella Academy.
Oh my God!
It's here it's being filmed in Hamilton on April 30th. But the only reason I bring it up is because today I had to drive to Etobicoke.
According to that documentary. About killing cats.
I don't know if anybody's getting these references.
I hope so.
You had to go to Etobicoke.
Mm-hmm.
And
nobody wants to go there.
Nobody wants to go to Etobicoke in general. It's a brutal drive. And then also, I'm with Rogers. I'm a Fido. A Fido boy.
Yeah, we have to talk about this.
The whole service is down now.
Yeah.
I couldn't use the GPS. I had to come back here. First. And then put it on Wi-Fi, and then I was like, I can't make any fucking wrong turns because it won't reroute me.
No.
I'd be fucked. Even when I got there, I couldn't text Katie and be like, hey, I made it.
I got the
she
roll.
worries because it's like first time driving out that way or whatever else. So I had to talk to a guy there. Like, I'm answering all these questions. I'm just there. I was just there to take my COVID test. I didn't do any acting yet. I took my COVID test today.
They had to actually pull you back from doing that.
And in a couple days,
you were just ready to go in there and act.
I was ready. I was already in.
Enough with the needles. Just
biker attire. I drove a motorcycle down. I don't have a license.
You're getting into character.
I was just in character. I'm an actor. But anyway, I had to ask a guy who was there, for the Wi-Fi. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. My phone's not working because I didn't even know what was going on yet. And he goes, are you with Rogers? I go, I am. I'm a Fido boy. And he goes,
he was like, all right, tone it down. I just asked the question.
How'd you know? He's like, oh, we can tell. A Fido boy knows another Fido boy. And then we kissed.
You touch each other's balls in a very endearing way.
It's the Fido cup. It's like a special handshake.
In the arms of an angel.
And then he was just pretty much like, yeah, no, the whole network's down. The world's on fire.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. I was like, we got Wi-Fi here? Because I gotta get back home.
I got a lady.
I got a lady at home worried sick.
It was like Norm Macdonald
cupping your balls all day.
Norm Macdonald calls it the battle axe.
Oh, battle axe at home's worried sick. He's like, yeah, no problem. And he gave me the Wi-Fi or whatever. Also, I went and took the COVID test. All these people, they talk about going and getting the COVID test and stuff, and how they just jam.
Yeah,
this
everybody
Q-tip
hates
up
it. No, not a big deal.
I'm telling you right now, my girl was gentle. I don't know. It was so easy. Maybe I'm just muscular everywhere. Maybe even my nostrils.
Your nose are getting strong.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Did not hurt at all. It was.
I think what it is
very easy.
You know what it is, because they can see people coming in, they're whining already, and they're like, shut the fuck
Shut
up.
the fuck up, you baby, and they're jamming it. But I wasn't like that.
You're a bad boy. You're a Fido baby with a jacket.
I handed them a machete. I go, stick that in there. They go, sir.
Good God.
No, we'll use the Q-tip. I'm like,
you're too hot for these waters, you know?
Damn right. But yeah, did it no problem. I'm like, thank you. She's like, no problem, handsome. I'm like, cool. I leave. I get back here.
The life that you lead.
The life I live.
It's just
the people I've met.
It's just crazy.
The friends, the fellowship.
It all comes
all in a day. Yeah. All in a day. It was just good. It was a little chaotic because I'm fucking a little worried about missing an exit or something, and the reroute and all that shit. Stressed out a little bit, but it was good to feel like, oh, I had a whole day today.
Productive.
You know what I mean?
Very productive, yeah.
And then I got to go back there on the 22nd to get fitted for what they consider biker attire, or what they want me in for the show.
So you don't know yet what kind of clothes you'll be wearing.
No.
So are you part of a gay crew, or are you badasses? What is it you're gonna be part of?
A biker. So I'm
bikers.
guessing biker gang, kind of
cool.
gang crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
kind
cool.
of thing.
Are you gonna put the Oakley's?
I don't get to pick the costume at all. You know what I mean?
I think you should. I think you should come in there with some options.
Give them a few things to
here
are my ideas, guys. Yeah, Yeah, you know what? Everybody in wardrobe and like directors, they love it when you do shit like that.
Yeah, they
Especially
sure
when you
do.
have no name at all.
They
And you're
sure
like,
do.
guys, I have a bunch of ideas. They're like, please, we've been
We're
waiting.
dying.
We've been waiting for somebody with ideas. You have them?
Are you the idea guy that we were
Are you
talking
the guy
about?
with ideas?
Where were
Please
you?
sit down. Give us everything.
We missed you last season.
Well, I was there because you had to fill out some paperwork,
Yeah.
and I saw a couple other guys. They're just smaller or bigger versions of me. They were like blonde hair, red beards. We're all gonna look the same.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of bike gang this is.
Yeah.
I only saw a few guys, but I'm telling you, they were like, I'm like, no, you could be.
That's the thing that people always say, that when they go for auditions, or in your case, that was an audition, but like a lot of people, they say when they go in for audition for a role,
You think you're special, and then
everybody
you see
looks
everybody
like you.
looks like you.
Everybody
Yeah.
looks like you.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
You think you're special until you go on an audition.
no,
and you're like, oh no,
you look like everybody.
there's a
else.
bunch of versions of
Yeah,
me just out
exactly.
there
Exactly.
at all times.
Exactly. It's so.
And then we go, birds of a feather flock together, and we start a life together, and,
you
it's
could
beautiful.
and you could call together at once.
Caw.
I'll tell you, I have a story similar to the GPS thing, by the way.
Okay.
When I remember when I was in in Montreal with a girl I was dating at the time, and my phone died.
Brutal.
My
Brutal.
phone died.
Yeah.
Montreal. We weren't even in Montreal. I think we were in a small town in Quebec.
Worse, because
So-
in the small towns surrounding
French.
Montreal,
French.
it's just French.
It's so, I don't know. Quebec is so bizarre. Montreal, people speaking English
They
up the
get it.
wazoo.
20 minutes away, 10 minutes
Not
away.
even exactly. 10 minutes out.
They just don't get it.
Just like for all of a sudden, like what happened to the English speaking people? We're not that. I can still see
By the way,
Montreal.
what he was saying was "Lose Yourself" by
Yeah.
Eminem. A lot of people don't realize that. That's what that is in French. You can
And he
look it
went
up
to
later.
boarding school.
Yeah.
He's not so we were in a small town in Quebec, and my phone died, and I think her phone died, which is why we're not together.
Typical. Yeah. I'd end it for that.
No,
Let me
I'm
tell
joking.
ya.
So we went into like an ice cream parlor shop at night, just in the middle of nowhere. There was an ice cream parlor shop.
Of course.
No explanation.
Quebec, baby.
Quebec. S'il vous plaît. We go in, charge our phone, and managed to get into my phone. And I'm like, okay, well, let's hang out here for a bit.
Yeah, let it juice up.
But then we realized that we also forgot where our place that we're staying in, our Airbnb. We forgot where it actually was.
Oh no! Like you didn't have the address even.
We were kind of I went through my Google Maps history because I remember I did have that on there, but we weren't quite sure. So we were like, okay, let's try to get back as early as possible so we can catch the lady. So if she was there, she'd like let us in and stuff like that.
Right.
And so we couldn't wait for our phone to charge completely.
Mm-hmm.
It had like 2%. So I was jotting down arrows in a napkin, like turn left, then turn right, then turn left, stuff like
your phone
that.
might die.
My phone might.
And that's possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say
when you're with somebody.
exactly.
That's super helpful. But that was the other thing. Is like I didn't even necessarily feel comfortable
Looking at a piece of paper,
writing it down. I'm on the highway and I'm like looking. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
So it's like it's tougher that way.
My
too.
dad, because he refuses to get data on his phone. Well, my mom won't let him get data on his phone because that's a lot of money.
Right.
So he would either look at Google Maps, 'cause he's really good with directions. He would either look at Google Maps and go, like, okay, it's somewhat there, or he would do that. Like
Write
if
it
you
out.
go in our
Yeah.
house, it's full of papers, of like just tall pieces of paper
Amazing.
that just have like the arrows left, right, and U-turn and stuff like that. And it's like, this is stupid.
That's great.
This is ridiculous. The GPS are so much better, but it goes to show you,
by a landslide.
a
they're
network goes down.
better. Oh, we're all screwed.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that about?
a whole network. I
And,
know.
Yeah, I saw somebody was like, oh, it's very weird that the network went down right around when they were upping the vaccine doses. I'm like, That seems a bit like a
What?
somebody's trying to incite some riots here.
Like what? What
I think it's
What do you-
because part of it is
what's the
because they don't want
connection?
they don't want people to call and
Oh, I see.
jam them up with. But like, why Fido and Rogers? Like very specific. I had coverage all whole day.
Well, yeah, because you're a bell boss.
I'm a kudo boy.
Yeah, kudo, but that's
Yeah.
part of bell. Right?
I'm a bell boss.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What happened to my microphone?
Anyway, we're almost done. Anyway, so
It's okay.
we
We got,
so we have the emails.
We do have an email.
So let's start.
baby.
Let's wrap up with the
We'll
email.
wrap up with the email.
Yeah.
It's time for another email.
Ooh.
It's time. I hope it's from a female.
And the email is brought to us by.
It's by Mark, our friend Mark.
No, I mean the company.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Why am I not reading the email? The email is the most exciting part. Guys, you can email us at insearchofzenpodcast@outlook.com. Outlook, the email that will never age.
Thank you,
Outlook.com.
Outlook.
We love you, baby. All right, this email is from our friend Mark. Hey, guys, in a previous episode, you talked about your love, maybe too much love, for rice pudding. I have never tried rice pudding, and since hearing your praises of it, I've been determined to try it, but every time I go grocery shopping and consider buying some, I just can't because I can't get over the idea of rice in pudding and the potential texture of it. Any advice on how to get over this hump, or should I just abandon the idea and leave rice pudding eating to you two and the senior citizens? Thanks, Mark.
Okay, well, Mark, first of all, don't appreciate the tone that you had throughout your email. Number one. Number two, don't eat the rice pudding. Why? More for us.
More for us, baby.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, why don't you go buy some and send that texture my way? Because I'll eat that right up. Here's the thing. If you want to do it, here's my advice to you. If you're like, oh, I'm worried
Same
about
advice you would give for comedy.
I'm worried about the texture. I'm worried about like what people will think, or will I be
Yeah.
considered old now? Why don't you just live?
Live.
Why don't you just live,
C'est la vie.
bro? Why don't you just like get into it? Take the plunge.
I agree with you.
And rice and pudding, let me tell you,
You haven't lived.
two good things, and then merging them together is never bad.
Exactly.
Am I?
Yeah. Do you hate ketchup on pickles too?
Yeah. Like, what's the matter with
What's
you?
going on here?
Do you hate ketchup and pickles, Mark? Do you hate peanut butter on a burger?
I mean, you love peanut butter. You love burgers.
And it's good on the burger. It's called the Wally Burger. They're great. But anyways, I'll get into that at a different time. Rice pudding, I'm actually off them right now because I'm trying to like watch my sugars a bit more. But that's more like
You're off the road. You're
Listen.
off them. Yeah.
that's because of my diabetes. That's a whole other issue. You know what I mean? That,
Yeah.
like,
You
that-
don't put that on rice pudding.
but that's not on rice pudding, and that's not on Mark either. I could tell by his email he's not a diabetic. You know, you just get a sense for these
you can
things.
feel it. The diabetes all feel each other.
Mark, I'd say just try it, man.
Please do.
Because like people go like, oh, the texture. Well, you don't know what the texture is because you haven't tried it.
Yeah, I think
So
people
why not
just yeah.
There's
There's like a stigma around rice
There's tons
pudding.
of textures we've all touched where like on look you probably like look at it and go like that's not a good texture,
Mhm.
and then you try it and it's great.
I'm not gonna lie, oatmeal.
Sure,
When I was a kid, when I first saw oatmeal, I'm
Yeah.
like, get this.
looks like a weird
Little-
runny texture.
Yeah, it looks like barf.
Do you like oatmeal, Mark?
Oh yeah, exactly. Mark.
AJ does. I do.
I love oatmeal. We were heartbroken when we went to that town and we couldn't. They said they were out of rice pudding.
See, that might be what he's talking about because we did do a show in It was actually some of our last shows.
Yes.
We
Rest
were
in
at a
peace.
restaurant and rice pudding was on the menu, and then we asked for it.
Rudely.
We're so excited,
Yes.
and they go, "I'm sorry, fellas, there's no more rice pudding." And I said, "Is God dead?" And they went, "Yes,
He is.
God is dead." And I was like, "Why? Why?" Mark, give it a shot.
And we
And
took
if
our
you
shirts
don't-
off and we stood in the rain.
What rice pudding do you recommend for them? Because I recommend the brand Cozy Shack. They're in smaller cups.
It's the yellow ones.
That's correct.
yeah.
Yellow ones.
Are they? Is that what it
It's called
says?
Cozy Shack.
I've never even bothered.
Cozy with a K.
I know it starts with a K, but I never bothered to to pronounce that name because it felt like Polish or something like that.
Oh.
I did not know it was that simple.
I think it's Cozy Shack.
I just got intimidated by the K, and the O and the Z, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not smart enough to read."
I think you and Mark both need to take more chances. pronounce
Me with the
the name,
pronouncing?
eat the pudding.
I'm not gonna lie. I was really like K and O and Z. I know what it looks like. I don't need to know what it how to spell it. But it's turned out it's much simpler than I thought. Cozy Shack.
It is. It's
I
very
recommend
simple,
Cozy Shack too.
Mark, baby, try some Cozy Shack, and
Sure.
if you don't like it, you can ship the rest to us.
Please do.
Here at In Search of Zen.
Please, you know the email. Send it to the email.
The rice pudding, yeah. Email it to us. That's how email works. Email us your rice pudding, guys.
Yeah.
That's at In Search of Zen podcast at outlook.com. Outlook, where you can mail us your rice pudding.
Thank you, rice pudding.
And thank you, Mark, for sending us that email. We do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And make sure to follow us on all social media, folks. Thank you so much for joining us this episode. It's been a pleasure, and we'll check you guys next week.
Eat your pudding.
Bye.
I'm getting up again.